Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. Every organization, no matter the industry and size, has one thing in common. They must have people work for them to create products or services. For example, tech companies need skilled engineers, hospitals need qualified doctors, universities need knowledgeable professors. Restaurants need good chefs. Therefore, it's often said that human resources are an organization's greatest capital, and human resource management is considered critical to the success of any business. So, what is human resource management, how did it become a discipline, and what are its major functions? In this video, I will discuss these questions with you. Section 1. Definition. Human resource management, or HRM, involves creating personnel policies and procedures that support business objectives and strategic plans. Central to this mission is fostering a culture that reflects core values and empowers employees to be as productive as possible. As we know, behind the production of every product or service there is a human mind, effort, and working hours. No product or service can be produced without the help of human beings. The human being is the fundamental resource for making or constructing anything. Every organization desires to have skilled and competent people to make their organization competitive and the best. Section 2. Modern HRM History. The birth of modern human resource management can be traced back to the 18th century. The British Industrial Revolution, giving rise to many large factories, created an unprecedented spike in worker demand. With many of these laborers putting in long hours, often clocking in around 16-hour workdays, it became increasingly apparent that the happiness of workers had a strong positive correlation with productivity. Seeking to maximize return on investments, worker satisfaction programs started to be introduced. Furthermore, factory labor conditions brought worker safety and rights to the forefront of legal attention. Early HR departments within organizations in the 20th century were often known as personnel management departments. The personnel management departments dealt with legal compliance and employee-related issues, and also implemented worker satisfaction and safety programs within the workplace. Following World War II in the United States, personnel management departments looked to the Army's training programs and started to make employee training a point of emphasis. HR departments started to assume the name of human resources in the 1970s. The primary factor that differentiates HR from personnel management is the technological enablement of better communications and access to individual employee information. Section 3. Major functions. In general, human resource management has 7 major functions in the organizations, which include staffing, development of workplace policies, compensation and benefits administration, retention, training and development, dealing with laws affecting employment, and worker protection. Let's discuss them individually. Number 1. Staffing. Even with the most sophisticated machines, humans are still needed. Because of this, one of the major tasks in HRM is staffing. Staffing involves the entire hiring process from posting a job to negotiating a salary package. Within the staffing function, there are 4 main steps. First, development of a staffing plan. This plan allows HRM to see how many people they should hire based on revenue expectations. Second, development of policies to encourage multiculturalism at work. Multiculturalism in the workplace is becoming more and more important, as we have many more people from a variety of backgrounds in the workforce. Third, recruitment. This involves finding people to fill the open positions. Fourth, selection. In this stage, people will be interviewed and selected, and a proper compensation package will be negotiated. This step is followed by training, retention, and motivation. Number 2. Workplace policy development. Every organization has policies to ensure fairness and continuity within the organization. In the development of policies, the HRM professional will likely recognize the need for a policy or a change of policy, seek opinions on the policy, write the policy, and then communicate that policy to employees. Please keep in mind that HR departments cannot work alone. Everything they do needs to involve all other departments in the organization. Some examples of workplace policies include discipline process policy, vacation time policy, dress code, ethics policy, and internet usage policy. Number 3. Compensation and benefits administration. HRM professionals need to determine that compensation is fair, meets industry standards, and is high enough to entice people to work for the organization. This involves setting up pay systems that take into consideration the number of years with the organization, years of experience, education, and similar aspects. Compensation includes anything the employee receives for his or her work. Examples of employee compensation include the following: pay and bonus, stock purchase plans, health benefits, retirement plans, vacation time and sick leave. Number 4. Retention. Retention involves keeping and motivating employees to stay with the organization. Compensation is a major factor in employee retention. In the real business world, managers think 90% of employees leave as a result of pay. Therefore, managers often try to change their compensation packages to keep people from leaving. However, there are other factors as well. Other reasons make employees leave a company include issues around the job they are performing, challenges with their manager, poor fit with organizational culture, poor workplace environment. Number 5. Training and development. Once companies spent the time to hire new employees, they want to make sure they not only are trained to do the job, but also continue to grow and develop new skills in their job. This results in higher productivity for the organization. Training is also a key component in employee motivation. Employees who feel they are developing their skills tend to be happier in their jobs, which results in increased employee retention. Examples of training programs might include the following: job skills training, such as how to run a particular software or machine, training on communication, team building activities, policy and legal training, such as sexual harassment training and ethics training. Number 6. Dealing with laws affecting employment. Human resource people must be aware of all the laws that affect the workplace. An HRM professional might work with some of these laws: discrimination laws, health care requirements, compensation requirements such as the minimum wage, worker safety laws, labor laws. Please be aware that the legal environment of HRM is always changing, so human resource managers must always be aware of changes taking place and then communicate those changes to the entire organization. Number 7. Worker protection. Safety is a major consideration in all organizations. Human resource managers should be aware of worker protection requirements and ensure the workplace meet both federal and union standards. Worker protection issues include the following: chemical hazards, heating and ventilation requirements, use of no fragrance zones, protection of private employee information. Section 4. Tips for small business managers. While human resource management is important to all businesses, the stakes may be higher for smaller organizations. For example, one incompetent employee in an office of 10 people can be much more detrimental than one in a workforce numbering in the thousands. To improve their people processes, here are 4 tips for small business owners. Number 1. Assess current operations to determine if new hires are needed or if existing employees and production methods can be utilized more effectively. Number 2. Take an active role in the recruitment process and write job descriptions that match prospective talent to business needs. Number 3. Create an employee handbook or an official document that clearly outlines company policies. Number 4. Provide continuing education opportunities as needed by the particular industry. Number 5. Maintain a work environment where employees are treated fairly and can be productive. Alright, that's all for today's topic. If you have any questions regarding this video, please leave your thoughts in a comment below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.